Yo, haha. Bill never said. YouTube, what is good? It's your boy Bill Never Said, coming back with another quick sneaker update. No, this is not a hype video. No, you probably saw in the title. No, there's no really special secret to the whole sneakers app thing. I just want to be honest and let everybody know this is how I hit on all three of these Jordans that you see before me. Of course, I got the Jordan 1 satin snakeskins, Jordan 1 Japan Tokyo's, I think it was called metallic silver, and then you got the Jordan 1 royal toes. Now, keep in mind, I'm explaining this as detailed as possible. No, there's no bots involved. No, there's no multiple or 10, 1900 different sneakers account. This is from my main account. My main account. I have an account. My wife has an account. That's how I do it. I've been doing it all the time that way. The difference is that I don't just go after the hype shoes, the hype releases, stuff like that. I use my Nike app account and I get shirts, shorts, all that stuff all the time. Even the non-hype shoes I'll go after. And I even have proof because if you look at my previous videos, there's shoes that I actually wanted that a lot of people did not want. So it's a combination of the two. Keep in mind, on my main account, I think that the Royal Toes came out in May, if I'm not mistaken. The Japans and the satin snakeskins came out in August, right? On my main account, I took an L on every single one of these pairs. Every single one. These were shoes that I really wanted. One for my wife, two for me. That's basically what happened. And if it wasn't for Unbreakable Kicks, again, I wouldn't have hit on this. If it wasn't for Hype Sneaks Group, I wouldn't be able to get these in terms of knowing that I had early access. Because again, that was something that I wasn't sure about. I saw something flash before my screen on my cell phone the moment I got these, and then I looked at Hype Sneaks Group to find out what the message was. It was revealed that yes, this was early access to get these two shoes. Now, it was exclusive access to certain accounts, but you still have to put the work in, right? To check, to make sure you actually have the access and be one of the first ones to actually select your size, which is what I did. 12 and a half, 12 and a half, size 8 and men's. That's what my wife, size 8 men's. But the point is, you're looking on the screen and I'm showing you exactly, this is from my main account, that all three shoes came from that main account. It wasn't multiple accounts combined, different addresses, none of that stuff. I think personally that Nike is cracking down on that type of tactic based off the history of purchases on one account. I don't know, but all I know is that I took L's on every single one of these shoes, just like everybody else. When everybody's hitting on sneakers, look, we're all happy. We're celebrating, we're jumping up and down, we're high-fiving, but when we take L's on the sneakers app, we feel like the New York Jets right now, right? You're a fan of the New York Jets and you're disappointed. So you're sad, you're mad, you're kicking things around. No offense to the Jets, but we know what time it is. Even though I'm an Eagles fan and we're not doing too good, but that's another story. My point is, there's highs and lows in the sneaker game. You're either going to hit on a shoe or you're not going to hit on a shoe. And oftentimes I try to tell people, don't just rely on the sneakers app. And look, shout out to Nike and the sneakers app because you guys didn't have to give me access, but you randomly selected me and I'm greatly appreciative of it. So I just want to let you know the one thing, because I hit on this on my wife's account, I didn't know. This is my first time looking at these shoes. I had no idea that these Jordan 1s feel so good on feet. The tumble leather, right? On the tongue itself, and I didn't know about that nubuck. The nubuck that you see on the eye stays, the nubuck that you see on the quarter panels, the mudguard, and the collar. I had no idea that this was nubuck material until I saw this. And even like the whole bubble effect of the Air Jordan, that where you would normally see this printed on your standard Air Jordan, this is crazy. I knew I kind of liked it. I didn't know why I liked it, but I didn't know the material was good. This is a shoe that is dope, and I am fortunate to have outside of the Royal Toes. I felt like the Royal Toes is like, I think a lot of people, before this shoe even got hyped up to where it is now, and I think it's going to get even more hyped up, is because it has sort of like that bread toe effect. minus the color blocking where you would see the black here. If they put the blue here, it would be an exact replica of the bread toes in terms of the actual color blocking scheme. Not necessarily red, but obviously this is blue. So I knew looking at this shoe from the start, and some people weren't even feeling it from the start, but it caught the attention. It caught a lot of people's attention. It caught my attention at the minute I saw this shoe and knew that this would be at least the top 3. This is just my opinion. Top 3 Jordan 1 of the year. Just my opinion. But I underestimated the Jordan 1 Tokyo, Japan's. I'm pretty sure that they called this at one point silver or something. But this shoe, the material on this is unbelievable. And when you put this on feet, there's no zoom or anything like that. It just feels so comfortable when you put your foot in here as opposed to your standard Air Jordan 1. And let me see if I still got mine. I still have it. Turbo greens, right? How many people remember these? The turbo greens. Love these shoes, but they're nowhere near as comfortable as these. Not even close. But this is dope. This is definitely dope. And actually, this has been a good year for me for Jordan 1s because I very rarely hit on Jordan 1s. Very rarely. Here's your turbo green 2.0s. Hey man, it is. Or sorry, turbo green, pine green. Your pine green 2.0 right here. So it's been a good year for me for Jordan 1s in terms of getting these shoes manually. The point I'm trying to make is the more work you put in terms of hitting raffles, your local stores and stuff like that, local sneaker shops, I should say, as well as the Snkrs app, increases your chances of getting the shoe that you want. So don't solely rely on the Snkrs app because you're going to be sadly disappointed. I've learned that lesson, I want to say 2 years ago. And actually, no, scratch that, 4 years ago. Because at one point when I started all of this, I was hitting left and right. It was easy. It wasn't that many people involved. I mean, it was a lot of people, but it wasn't as much people involved in the sneaker game as it is now. The sneaker community has grown big time worldwide, not just nationwide, worldwide. So you got more people trying to grab the same shoes that you're trying to grab, right? So it became harder. So I was like, you know what? It's up to me, the individual, to put in the work manually to go out and try to get as many chances as I can to get the shoes that I actually want, to present them to not just you, but to have them in my collection. That's what the trick is. For me, there's no bots. It's just literally putting in the work. Your boy Magnificent, Jordan 1 satin snakeskins, the Jordan 1 Japans, the Jordan 1 Royal Toes. They all came. I didn't think they were going to come. And honestly, didn't think they were going to come. Pause. But anyway, the box that Nike did send, the updated boxes, I think the tags themselves, the stickers, they changed that a little bit. But when I got all 3 boxes, they still had the Nike tape on it. But again, I'm always home most of the time. So when I know these deliveries are coming, I make sure that I'm around when these shoes are delivered. So there's no 5-finger discount, if you know what I'm saying. But your boy Magnificent, I am out. Just want to give you that quick video, no flights and stuff like that, because these are shoes that have been reviewed countless times. Just giving you some friendly advice on the next release, because that's what? October, and there's a lot of heat coming out in October, going towards the end, November, December, and don't forget, I'm telling you, the Jordan 13, I don't know if it's called the Hyper Royal, Hyper Blue, Hyper Royal 1, I think it's Hyper Royal, Jordan 13s. Those shoes, these shoes, when they come out, I heard a lot of people saying the same thing. Some of the people saying the same thing about the Royal Toes before this came out, and people were on the fence. But as soon as the prices went up in the aftermarket or the second market, oh my God, this shoe's the greatest thing now. So listen, when these things came out, or these Jordan 13s come out in December, please keep that same energy for the people that say, I think it's all right, I don't think it's that good. Please, I'm begging you to keep that same energy, because this, in my opinion, is probably the best Jordan 13, top Jordan 13 shoe this year, next to the Flints, right? So that's just my opinion. Take it or leave it. Your boy Magnificent. I am out. I always do this every single time. I'm pretty sure this is what happens when you get involved in so many different things and people are calling your name 24/7. It is Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Wednesday. Don't forget, listen, before I go, you want to talk about sleeper of the year? I'm going to say that technology or technical wise, that this device, the Quest 2, is definitely the sleeping electronic device of the year. If you haven't experienced a VR headset and you're looking for one to start off at a reasonable price, and as long as you have a Facebook account, I highly recommend this. If you can spend $700-800 on a PlayStation 5, this runs you about $300, anywhere to $400, depending on the type of model you get. The Quest 2, I'm telling you right now, a lot of people downplay this device, but my time spending with this, man, this is an unbelievable experience. But your boy Magnificent, I am out. Yes, it is Wednesday, and you guys stay blessed.